What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to episode 38 of our Olympic Lyonnais FM19 save. Today, of course, bringing you two games as normal. One is the Coupe de la Ligue BKT final against PSG. The other is a French Cup quarter-final game, which will tee us up nicely, hopefully for the semi-final, if we can get past Troy. Since we last met, of course, you last saw the 4-1 thumping from Juventus. Did thump Monaco 3-0. Very good win, as of course they are a competitor of ours in the league race. And we also got a 1-0 win against Bordeaux. So I think we're undefeated in like 19 games in the league still. So that's very good to keep that up. If we can keep getting clean sheets the way we are, then the league title should be here in a few weeks. But like I mentioned, it would be nice to get a bit of silverware as well. So if we can dispatch PSG today, that would be ideal, but of course the league is my main focus. 5 points clear now, 7 games to go. If PSG win both their games in hand, they go up to 68 as well. So we have a nice 7-point gap on them and Monaco, which is fantastic. 7 points is a lot to work with, and of course 5 is good as well against Marseille. So we're in a good position here. Let's see if I can go back to the match preview anyhow. See if it'll let me bring that up. Here it is. They are the favourites. They have got slightly better form, actually. But like I said, in the 7 meetings we've played, we've won 4, drawn 3. So, in my eyes, we're kind of favourites. But, of course, they're in hot form right now. And a news article come up on the game that said they're going to try and sign Milinkovic-Savic from Man City. So, next year, they're really not messing around. And they're coming for that league title. Let's see what we can do today, though. Fortunately, Houssem is injured. Cornet and Traore are the favoured wingers. Depay, not very fit, I suppose. Quadrado, I feel bad for Quadrado because he's really not been playing lately. Let's bring him onto the bench. But yeah, I'm pretty happy with his lineup. I think it looks pretty good. Dembele, he's going out on a free probably in the summer. He's not renewing a contract. He's not really playing. Not worth any money at all. So I'm just going to let him go on a free. I think, he was just always injured, really. He would have been a fantastic player for us, but he was just never, ever fit. Here are the lineups. We're on the left, as I guess we're listed first on the oh, no, it's at home. It's at the Grampada Stadium. That's interesting. It's not a neutral venue, but fair enough. We're apparently at home, where we have Lopez in goal, Mendy, Lenglet, Pongracic, Dubois, who apparently has most assists. He does it with 8. That's pretty impressive. Toussaint, Dombele, and Pineda. With Cornet, Foden and Traore rounding out our lineup. Foden also has 8 assists. That's pretty cool. Plenty of creativity in this squad, which is what you want to see, what you want to hear. There, of course, on the right-hand side, again, bring back this very deep formation, very Mourinho-esque, very defensive. They have Areola, Douglas Santos, Kempepe, Marquinhos, Johnny, Pizarro in CDM with Neymar, Rabiot, Kovacic. Mbappe's playing on the wing, and then Icardi up front, pretty much by himself, but he has 27 in 41. So, and Neymar has 29 and 19 assists. Wow, he is playing, more attacking than Mbappe. As you can see, he's slightly further forward. So Neymar's the man we've got to keep quiet. Hopefully we can do so. We have a good record of doing that so far. Here I am in my pink little jacket. Well, not little, it's massive jacket. They're, of course, in their classic navy blue. They get things underway, and we're in our classic white. And let's hopefully bring another piece of silverware. It's not the biggest competition by any means, but it's good just to help fill up the trophy cabinet, fill up my resume, and hopefully, when we finally do choose to leave Lyon, once we've succeeded in our target, hopefully attract more clubs to take us on. But yeah, of course, we're the only team playing today. I don't know why I checked that. We are, of course, in the final. So, no one else is, of course, going to be playing. Pretty quiet opening 15 minutes. Nothing really too crazy happening. They have got Cavani on the bench still, but their bench isn't too good. Leno's on there, Wanyama, Verratti, but it's not really a standout bench from what you'd expect PSG to have. They haven't really brought in too many superstars, really. Obviously I know Icardi's there and Kovacic and the likes, but it's not yet as star-studded as you might think. Foden picks up a ball on the edge of the box. Lovely strike. Can't direct it into the net, but good effort nonetheless. But I reckon in the summer, PSG are going to go mental. Neymar with a free kick off the post, and Pongracic clears very close. Jeez. So you got to watch out for Neymar. He is very deadly in his prime as well. 28 years of age now in this save. So yeah, he's really in his prime. But I think PSG will go crazy in the summer if they don't win the league this year, if somehow we manage to secure it and tie it up, I think they will go just mental, and I think they're going to buy... I don't know, they need to sort out their formation, I suppose, but if they do bring in, you know, some good solid defensive players like Milinkovic-Savic and the likes, then they could just become one of those teams that you just can't score against, you can't break down. And it could work out for Mourinho. He could go on to win many, many cups. Of course, I think they may still be in the Champions League. It depends. They were 4-2 down against Roma, and I don't know if they overturned that. But at half-time, it's 0-0, and this has often been a common theme in cups against PSG, and I think out of the last 5 games, 4 of them, if this ends the way it does, would have been a 0-0. So, like I mentioned about that defensive unit, they are very hard to break down, and we've only had 1 shot today. So Mourinho, yeah, clearly doing something right. But like I said, yeah, no, not too much action happening here. I'm going to have to commit and make some subs soon. Apparently Neymar's getting a lot of space, but not really much you can do against Neymar, of all people. You know, he's 89 million, 600k a week, 107k. Oh, he's 29 now. Oh, it's going in, right? No, it doesn't. We managed to block it. Icardi, though, into Mbappe, and that's it. 1-0 to PSG, and we're behind. We are actually behind. Apparently, oh, he's entered VAR. Why is he entered VAR? Damn, wait, what would have happened? Is he offside? He's not offside. I don't know why he's going to VAR. Yeah, he's definitely not offside, so that's a bit of a waste of our time. Mbappe does get the goal, of course. We're going to bring on Depay. We're going to switch him and Cornet. Chiquinho can come on. You know what? Cuadrado can come on. Let's bring him on. 1-0 down. Here we are. Dubaba free kick. Never really going to score. Foden, though, misses the target, and we need to do better than that. But they've just been, so difficult to get any chances going. They're so defensive. So go take some analysis. Yeah. Oh, they're playing not as defensive as they have in the past, but only Icardi's really in our half. So they are, really are sitting back. And hopefully we can just get that one chance to help level up the game again and push on from there. Dombele now. Chiquinho. What a bargain Chiquinho's been for me. He's only valued at 8 million still, but for me, he's been amazing. Neymar now bursts forward, but Dubois does well to stop him in his tracks. Cuadrado, ball into Chiquinho, acres of space, and charges forward, but bounces to Memphis, into Cuadrado. He's in behind, there we go, 1-1. Fantastic vision, look at that. Lovely play by Memphis into Cuadrado, and he's not missing from there. Thank God I brought him on, because, he's playing quite well, actually, this half. Look at this, lovely touch, lovely vision, lovely ball, and just lovely finish. I said lovely about 4 times. I'll say it 4 more times if we score goals like that, because it is 1-1, never offside, and just absolute phenomenal play from us. Ties the game up. There we are. They were ahead for 7 minutes. And hopefully these subs really help us push on. As they have before, often subs have been quite ineffective for me, but this year the fresh legs seem to just revitalise the creativity that we have. So that's always a good sign. Dombele, back to Toussaint, into Dombele, into Foden. What can we do here? Cuadrado, out to Mendy, quite controversially. Can he whip in a nice ball? He does. Cuadrado's there. Oh, thought it would have been his second of the game. And I feel bad with Cuadrado because he's never played badly for me. I guess he just fallen off quite a bit, some of his stats. And I guess where I was training him as a wing back, maybe that has a bit of an effect on whether he gets picked ahead of some of our other players. But he's never actually played badly for us, really. So do feel a bit bad for him. As for is he going to stay next year, I'm not too sure. I could get some nice money for him. Not nice, but maybe 15 million or so. And it heads into full time at the end. I don't know. It goes to extra time. Okay, so it's not straight to penalties. It's not really the best thing for us, though, is it? I suppose we don't really have any European football anymore, so we should have plenty of rest before the league campaign. But they've only made 2 subs, where we've committed to all 3 already, so they're going to have the fresher legs. Although they bring on Wanyama at centre back, so very Mourinho-esque, and just really keeping that defensive unit very solid. And it's almost just like these attackers just aren't breaking into too much space. So as you see, like, our defensive lines are, theirs is a little bit deeper, but nothing too substantial. And that's already half time and extra time. It literally whizzed by. So that's crazy. Literally nothing happened in that half of extra time. So both teams may be just very tired. Although they've made 4. Can you make 4 subs? What? Hang on. 4 subs? Loftus-Cheek can come on. Should I bring on Major? No, Loftus-Cheek. bit more physicality to him. How many subs can you make in this cup? I didn't know you can make 4 subs. That's crazy. It still says Cuadrado scored at the top. I don't know why that's there. But, I mean, this extra time's been pretty pointless. No one's done anything. Literally absolutely nothing. And we go into penalties. There we are. Straight into penalties. I'm not too confident in our penalty, line-up in comparison to them. But Lopez is in fantastic form. Memphis is as well. Can he get us under a good start? Memphis Depay. Yes. I thought Areola saved it. Managed to keep that out. I mean, it's still saying Cuadrado scored at the top. So we have to keep either these penalties manually. Icardi, that's a good finish. Can't knock that. It's a fantastic finish from him. Chiquinho, my main man. Signing of the season, I'd say. Chiquinho, lovely finish. Yes. 2-1. Well, I guess we don't have to do it manually because obviously it's up in the top left. But as far as like the back and forth and how many we need to score, Mbappe hits the bar. Yes, come on. They've missed one. If we can score this, it puts us in good stead. Loftus-Cheek, he's pretty good at penalties, I think. Right? No, he's not. Why do I open my mouth to speak? Neymar Jr. Is he going to score? He is just about as well, just about. So it's 2-2. We've both missed one. Toussaint now against Areola. The man who PSG wanted. They won't want him anymore. Areola saves the penalty and it's not looking good. Lo Celso has steps up. Left-footed penalty and he scores it. So they are 1 ahead. So this is the 5th penalty, right? Because we've missed 2 and this is our 5th. So this is the last round. Lopez has to save or they have to miss, and Cuadrado has to score. Otherwise, we've lost the Coupe de la Ligue. Competition we won last year. Cuadrado steps up to keep us in the game, scores it. Nice. Pressure on Lopez now. He has to save this to go to sudden death. Oof. Verratti steps up. Fresh legs. Freshest legs on the pitch, I believe. He come on about 9 minutes ago. Steps up against Lopez, our number 1, most clean sheets in the league by a mile. Can he save Verratti's penalty? Let's find out. He steps up. Please, please, please. He doesn't. PSG win. They all come steaming on the pitch. Here they are. Here's PSG's confetti. We've seen it before. We're seeing it again. They're all celebrating. So unfortunate. So unfortunate. Toussaint as well. He's so reliable. You never would have thought it. It's unlucky. You win some, you lose some. Right, now we've just got to turn our focus to the French Cup. Oh, penalty. What's this? Oh, you know what, Toussaint? Yeah, you can set. You had balls to step up and take one. That's fair enough, right? Can't be too angry at that. But now we've got, the league is my priority, right? I'll sack in all these other cups to win a league title. I know everyone's like, the Champions League's the big one, but the whole point of this save is to essentially win 2 back-to-back league titles with a club whose legacy isn't as it once was, right? So the league is my main focus. If we win the French Cup as well, that'd be a big benefit. So let's hop ahead to this Troy game, see how we get on there. I'll catch you there. Here we are then, the French Cup quarter-final. A big game for our season now, really. Not as big as the league campaign, but it's a competition I'd still like to win. We're still quite a long way from the final of the French Cup, so if we do lose here today, I'm not too bothered because it's less games for us to focus on. It's less games in between our league games. One benefit for us actually is that PSG are still in Europe, so they did somehow overcome their defeat to Roma. Let's have a look here. Yeah, away goals they went through on in the end. So they are still in the Champions League. They just beat Liverpool 1-0. So the good news is that's extra games for them to play. So they're going to have fitness issues. They have to play more games. That's somewhat good news for us because, like I said, that's extra games for them. They could get more injuries, less fitness, the likes. So, that's good news for us. And hopefully we can keep them at bay. Of course, Marseille and Monaco are equally as close as PSG. Although I should have run through the lineups. Let's quickly set these, and then I'll run through the lineups. Can I go back? I'll do it in game. Let's hop into game. Let's go formations. We're on the left-hand side. It's Lopez, Mendy, Lenglet, Denayer, Alvarez, Toussaint, Hussein, Pineda, Depay, Major, Traore. And for them, it's Samassa, Punji, Belkuru, Ranocchia, Del Pagne, Magani and Lemarchland, who they've just swapped over. Ribeiro in the midfield with Choi Kyuk-rock, Shimbebe and Kevin Fortuné up top. So yeah, not too threatening from them. A nice formation actually. It's nice to see them not be super defensive like some teams are in this league now. But yeah, like I said, if we somehow win here, it would be great, because if we get the French Cup and do the double with the league, that's just great, because it helps, I guess, solidify our legacy, right? If we're winning more cups, it makes it look less like a bluff or a fluke. Whereas, you know, if we just nick 2 league titles in a year when PSG don't perform very well, then yeah, it's a bit iffy. Of course, we still have to do it again next year. And like I said, I think PSG will just go absolute. Them and Monaco are really just strengthening at a rate that we can't really keep up with. So fortunately, that's why I'm glad I have a lot of youthful players in this squad, because year on year they're going to feel almost like a new signing as they come into their own, which is good. And obviously, I will be able to bring in more names. I have one name in particular that I'm scouting, I'm looking at. It will be a big signing if I can get him in. I'll give you a clue. He is a winger and he is French. Probably giving away too much, but yeah, I'll keep my eye on him, as he's not really a fan favourite at his club at the minute. Well, the fans like him, but the manager's choosing not to play him. So yeah, got my eye on him. If we can bring in a name like that, you know, it should be great. Oof, as Pineda goes close. I'm equally looking at a few cams. I can get, you know, maybe some aging cams that, you know, aren't quite. So apologies for that. The screen just went a bit weird. I think I minimised the Football Manager client. But I've got my eyes on a few cams that maybe, yeah, aren't as youthful as they once was, but their creativity and chance creation still full flowing. Like Mesut Ozil, to be honest. I'm going to try to get Ozil in every year. Major with a lovely free kick. Traore on the rebound. Can't quite squeeze it in yet. But Toussaint now. Out wide to Danea. Not usually this far forward. And, that's pretty close, isn't it? But yeah, I've got a few names lined up next year that can hopefully, revitalise the squad. Add a little bit extra of sort of, clinical. Memphis Depay goes close. And just, a good bit of rotation for the wings. Of course, we don't have too much depth out there. Memphis with another free kick. Still pretty close, but not close enough. But yeah, 21 shots to their 1, which is pretty crazy. And yeah, we haven't grabbed a goal yet, which is surprising. We really do need to push on and grab one if, of course, we want to go through. I'm going to bring on Loftus-Cheek. I'm going to bring on Sander Berg. And Papa Cheek doesn't play too much, so he can come on too. Oh, he likes box to box. There we go. We'll make 3 subs, see how that pushes us on, if we can grab a goal before the night. I don't want any more extra time. That's just not good for us. You know, if we pay another extra 30 minutes on top, that's like an extra hour worth of football, which just, you know, it's effectively like 2/3 of a game. It is 2/3 of a game, so it's not what you want really if we're in a title race. So I'm half kind of wanting them to score and knock us out, so we can just. But you know, the competitive side of me wants us to win more trophies, right? So I of course want to win, but if we do lose, I'm really not that bothered. It's just I don't want to have a double loss episode though, so maybe a win's for the best. So hopefully we can kick on and grab something here. Here's Memphis with a late corner, whips it in. As far as Loftus-Cheek, who smashes it and just can't direct it goalwards. It was goalwards, but not in the net. And I'm going to say... What do I say? Traore is injured. Well, I've got no more subs. Guess we're playing without a winger. I'm going to say get creative. We need something, lads. Right, we need something. Time is ticking on here. It's going to extra time, isn't it? It's going to go to extra time, and one of the teams are going to score in like the 91st minute as soon as it starts. It's going to make extra time so pointless. As Mendy keeps in the ball nicely. Nice. Good stuff. Whips it in. Have we left it late? Memphis now collects the loose ball. We have left it very late. Luckily, it's not extra time. It's injury time. Memphis Depay. Lovely curling effort. 1-0. The game's not over yet. 92nd minute. Still 3 minutes left to play. But I'm just kind of relieved it's not going to extra time. So good stuff here. Lovely touch. Look at that. Lovely finish. And it's pretty much perfect. You know, you can't get much closer to the corner than that. 92nd minute. They haven't looked like scoring, though. Time's trickling away. A late corner here. Whip it in. Sander Berg's there off the top of the bar. And they get a bit lucky there. Can we see this game out? I'm sure we will. 10 seconds left. Are we through to the semi-final? Oh, it's taking quite long, actually. Hang on. Don't do it to me, lads. Nice Lenglet. Come on, mate. The time's over, ref. Come on. Wait, what's going on? Are they going to do it? Whip it out wide. Punji. Loftus-Cheek. There we are. Yes. Full time. We've made semi-final of the French Cup. Come on, one step closer to another trophy. We're literally, every week that goes by on the Football Manager game, we're crawling towards a few trophies. We've almost got our hands on the arms of the trophy. I don't know. But either way, yeah, we're still 5 points clear in the league. Of course, we didn't play any league games today. We're the runner-up in the Coupe de la Ligue, unfortunately. But some of the teams in here, PSG still in the French Cup, but Monaco's still in it. Lille look like they're still in it. So, yeah, there's a few quiet teams, a few small teams like Stade Lavallois. They're still in it. If they can sneak through and we get them, that's a good semi-final for us, nice and easy. But yeah, that is the end of today's episode. If you did enjoy, please drop it a like. Wasn't the most much action-packed. Only scored 2 goals overall. We ended up losing on penalties. But as I said, every week that goes by, we're slowly but surely crawling towards the trophies. So if you did enjoy today's episode, please drop it a like. Helps out a ton. Subscribe if you want to see daily Football Manager content, and I'll catch you next time, guys. See you later.